Welcome back, Masters and Princesses, to a very special episode of Maid News Network. I am your host, SJ Nix, and I am here with
Peter Lim. Hey guys.
Peter. Hey, good morning, buddy. And as I said just right now in our opening, this is a very special episode of Maid News Network. Today is November 4th, and why does that matter?
Because it is our 1 year anniversary.
Yay!
Yay!
Something that came out of absolutely nothing. It was a couple of guys goofing off at a bandmate show in LA, and a couple of other YouTubers who are doing quite well for themselves go, "You guys should probably have a channel of your own." Well, here we are. So, Peter, why don't you give
Yes.
a little bit of a recap and talk about where we started, how we got here, and maybe a little bit of where we're going?
Gosh, that's a lot. Yeah, so it's been a year since we started this. We wanted to make a channel that was dedicated to bandmate, really focusing on who they are, what they're doing, and the fans as well. So we had just opportunities to interview a lot of great guests, a lot of great fans, and along the way, we just kind of grew from there and started doing other things. I guess this year we're notorious for doing our tattoos, following up on the bandmate's 10th year anniversary. So it's been really great. It's been a lot of fun. Some just really amazing times and a lot of amazing opportunities. Scott, how has this past year been for you?
Hey, it's been a blast. It's been a learning experience. I think back to some of the different things we've done, some of the different lives that we've done.
Mm,
Um, the one I did from the last rock stars waiting in line,
mm.
not what I was planning. The sound was horrible. We did my first actual live stream interview, which actually came out okay, but just navigating these little technical issues and figuring out how things work and having slowly upgrading our equipment because you look back at our early stuff and I've got my gaming headphones with my little mic in front of my face and just the lighting's poor, just all these little things that we've done to improve this, make it a better experience for the people who watch, and just
Mm,
learning how to do things that maybe I wouldn't have even considered before.
mm. And you did a lot of great stuff too. You put together a lot of different projects, fundraising for different things, whether it be birthdays or events. Um, what would you say has been your favorite one from this past year?
Ah, man, but like you said, there have been so many. It's been these huge flower arrangements now for Misa's birthday before we were Eminem, and then Psyche's,
Ah,
and then
right.
the stuff at the House of Blues. That was that thing was huge. I think my favorite one though was probably Psyche's.
Hmm.
Uh, the gorgeous, huge. I think it was 5, 6 dozen of blue roses.
Hmm.
Everybody coming in so hard with such huge donations that I'm like, how am I going to spend all this? She got her blue gold rose. She got the bottle of Dom Perignon. I think that one was probably my favorite for as how quickly it came together and then how
Hmm.
much was raised and then turned into a cool present. The pictures were really good from her as well.
Mm. Yeah, no, I mean for Psyche to put up photos of having received that, that's definitely she definitely felt the love. So very good job on that one, Scott.
Right. So I'll throw it back to you. What was one of your favorite things from this past year?
Uh well, I mean one of the things that I really enjoyed, I mean it was tiring at times, but uh starting the tattoos and then going out to all the different shows. And I guess it actually started with Tokyo Garden Theater
Mm.
before the tattoos and interviewing fans and talking to them. But through those opportunities, I really got to know people better. it was fun to have people, very weird, but fun to have people say, oh, Peter, and have random people stare at me as I walked by. So that was a really interesting experience. But that was a lot of fun. Yeah, another really big highlight, which kind of, I guess, detours from what we originally had expected of the channel, was my opportunity to interview bands. And I know that we had started this channel, we had said it's all bandmade all the time. That happened to not be the case this year. Although it was still predominantly just bandmade. But the fact that I live in Japan, I can go to see some of these shows and see these bands and meet them. That's been a great experience. So yeah, just getting a chance to watch these new bands, bands that I've completely fallen over heels for, supporting them in whatever way I can, and just really helping to get them out to the world at large has been really exciting. And yeah, I'm excited to continue doing that, not only in supporting Bandmate, but in supporting all these other bands that, you know, I think really have an opportunity to have a bigger voice in the world. So it's really exciting. So yeah, that's really fun.
Yeah, we've even interviewed people who saw Bandmade when they were in the position of a current a Hades or a Whiskey Dust, where they are doing these club shows with 20 to 75 people in there, right, and they get to hang out with them afterwards. Some of these bands just need the opportunity, the exposure, a video that catches fire for whatever reason.
Right.
So even if we can play a small part in these bands getting some additional attention, I'm all for it. I think it's absolutely great for them. And with a little bit of luck, maybe one of these bands will catch fire the way. Maybe they'll have their thrill moment, and then the next thing we know, they're going around the world. So even if not, they all seem like they're great, just very happy, genuine people who enjoy doing what they're doing, and it comes across in the music and then the interviews that we've been able to do. That's the biggest thing for me. Watching these interviews, you get to see them as people and the personalities. You know this already, but Mayo from Hades is she's just shot out of a cannon, and she's just so fun to watch. I can't help but like watching her.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same on stage. She just lights the place up. I think her and Akane would get along very well together, and it would be madness, a full-on madhouse. But you know, like you know, talking about, you know, Bandmate being one of these smaller bands, and kind of what really contributed to me wanting to do more for these smaller bands is that opening line from Smile, which is Hajimari wa Chisai dream story. So the beginning, the small dream story, and thinking of where Miku came from, what she wanted, you know, and look at where they've come. And that kind of excited me, the idea that everyone starts out, they start off somewhere, and they don't start off the biggest band in the world, but you got to start somewhere and just build from there. So yeah, so I mean, it's been a really exciting year. What do you think though, Scott? Should we just, you know, do all the same stuff that we've been doing from this past year
and more? The whole point of having a channel like this is to be able to expand and grow. And we've always said that the ultimate goal is to do an interview with Bandmate. That's like that is the Mount Everest of this channel.
Right.
And maybe someday we'll get that opportunity. But I think doing stuff with smaller bands not only hones our skills for this, it shows that we have the ability to interact with bands on this level. So if we can go to bigger bands as we climb up, when you're a mountain climber, you don't start on Everest. You start on your local little mountain, and you get bigger and bigger and better as you go along, and the process becomes easier. So I like to keep seeing that type of stuff going on. But as we do more stuff like that as a channel, we're going to have to expand in other ways. Now, we're not quite ready to say exactly what that means, but when we do our actual live stream on the 11th, we'll have a pretty significant announcement for the channel.
This this upcoming year for MNN is going to be a doozy for sure. We definitely have intents of growing the channel, of really trying to maximize what we have. And again, just aim for the stars, and wherever we land, at least we aim for the stars. So we're going to go from there. And definitely the live stream on November 11th. Please tune in for that. Make sure you're subscribed, make sure your notifications are on, and comment, like, all that good stuff, because there are definitely some announcements to be made. And I think there'll be some surprises, and along with that, some excitement for the new year. And not only will Bandmaid have a whole new, just like, horizon to pursue after this 10th year is over, but MNN will as well. So it's pretty exciting stuff, I would say.
Yeah, the live stream will be just a few weeks before Yokohama. So during the live stream, we'll get into what we would like to see, what our predictions are for Yokohama, what our predictions are going into 2024, what we hope for them. We already know that they've been just cranking out music. What do we have now? We have what, 4 songs that aren't on an official album yet, if I remember correctly, right? So that's Memorable, Shambles, and then the 2 new ones I don't remember right now.
Right, Go Easy and Magi. Not Maggie,
Yes.
but Magi.
So that's 4. That's half of an EP right there that hasn't been officially released anywhere.
I'll say those 4 for sure. It'll be a third of what's to come. So, and not only will we be talking about all this stuff for the upcoming year, but we will be inviting some guests, some past guests, to come and talk with us as well, and to basically pat us on the back. Yeah, I guess, is there anything else that we want to say, Scott?
That's it. We just kind of want to, for the live stream coming up next week, we just want it to be a kind of a fun party atmosphere, a recap of what we've done, or a look forward to what we want to do, some interviews, some surprises. Just have a little fun with us for about an hour and a half, and just watch for the alerts for that. We'll put it way ahead of time so you can mark your calendars. You know what you're going to do. But if you're free, please join us live. If you're not, please give a watch later. And we are completely looking forward to year 2 here on MNN.
Yeah, year 2. Ooh, that sounds really exciting. All right, guys. One last thing is that Scott still has those 5 keychains that one set. Yes. I don't know if he has selected them yet, but he will by then, and one lucky winner will receive all 5. So you may be the winner. Stay tuned for that. All right, everybody, thank you so much. This has been Peter Lim and
SJ Nix.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Again, please stay tuned for the live stream coming up next week. And with that, here's just a few words from some people that we know, and we want to thank them for just contributing to to our channel and to our lives. So, all right, guys, till next time. Bye.
どうも、ヘイリーズです。メイドニュースネットワークチャンネル1周年おめでとうございます。
リタいつもいろいろお世話になっております。これからもどうぞよろしくお願いします。
お願いします。ヘイリーズでございました。バイバイ。バイバイ。
こんにちは、ピータ
こんにちは。
ー。チャンネル1周年おめでとうございます。
おめでとう。
先日は楽しいインタビュー動画ありがとうございました。
楽しかった。
楽しかった。今度は一緒に会ってコラボ撮れたら嬉しいです。
直接お話ししましょう。
イエーイ。お待ちしてます。2週目も頑張ってください。イエーイ。
MNN first year anniversary. Congratulations!